What's up guys, Thetcglover here, kind of video today. I was just browsing around on Pojo and I came across this card which is coming out very soon. No, actually not really, because this is going to be that 5-month gap between one set and the next. So in Primal Origins we're going to get number 103. I think this is the last over 100 numbers that we haven't got. Doesn't matter how many numbers there are. Point is that this card is actually really good. I want to go over it quickly and talk about it. Not make this a massively long video, so hopefully it didn't go too long. Anyway, it's a water fairy, rank 4, 2400 attack, 1200 defense. So 2400 on the rank 4 is already something to think about, because that is very good. It gets over a lot of things. It gets over a unboosted Tiger King, it gets over Shark Hunter's Knight, it gets over everything. I mean, like 2400 is a really good number to be at. You can do a lot of shenanigans with it. It has a quick effect, so it's 2 level 4 monsters, so it's completely generic, so it's on the same level as something like Shark Knight. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can detach an Exceeds material from this card, target one face-up attack position monster your opponent controls whose current attack is different from its original attack, and destroy that target, and if you do, draw one card. Now there's a lot of things to this effect that I think a lot of people just look at and go, oh yeah, you blow something up, you get a draw, oh my god, it's so broken. No, it's okay. I think it's worth talking about because I think in the current game, with Tenki being very good in a lot of different decks, it's worth thinking about how applicable this card is to the meta. Against particular decks like Brotherhood of the Fire Fist, it's actually an out to almost everything that they can summon, and the fact that it's a quick effect, it means that you can create soft locks, just like Pallades does it, like Constellar Pallades set 4, and then they're like, oh shit, I can't do anything unless you Dark Hole, and it's like they get the Tenki back, they can still do shenanigans next turn. Constellar is a very annoying deck to deal with, but that's because the soft lock is a very powerful tool, and Ragna 0 does the same thing. Against particular decks, you can summon Ragna 0, which is almost as much attack as Pallades is. You can use it to basically destroy anything that's got Tenki on the field. Tenki makes this card live, and doesn't require you to have to play a particular deck. I mean, it is a water. You can detach Dragoons in Atlanteans and Mermils, and you can search off it, which is nice, but generally it doesn't really matter outside of that. I mean, you can use it with something like Abyss Dweller, so it goes up to 2900, that's always nice as well. To be honest, there's a couple of things I want to talk about. One face-up attack position monster your opponent controls is quite specific. I mean, it has the same requirements as Shark Knight, but at the same time, I gotta call it by its proper name, Silent Honors Arc, okay? Silent Arc is just like that, where you need to have attack position monster, so if your opponent is smart, they will play around it. But 2400 means that if they summon their stuff in defense, 2400 is gonna get over it. So you need to like find a different way to stop this card. Because if you look at it from numbers point of view, it takes 2 level 4 monsters to summon it, so you already gone -1 because you had 2 monsters and now you have 1. This card, if it goes off, you destroy your opponent's monster, so you go +0, and then you draw, so you go +1. If you summon it and then they bottomless, and then you destroy their monster and then you draw, you go like +2, +1, or something like that. I think it's +1, yeah, because your monster gets destroyed. But that in itself is very good. You literally clear up their whole field. That is very good. Yeah, so the other part of it is destroying the target. If you try to destroy it and then they bounce it, or they flip it down, or something like that. Destroying that target implies, just like Atlantean Marksman, where if you just try to target something that fills the requirement of what you're trying to, like what is activating to destroy it, like for instance Marksman targets a face down monster, and then this card targets a face up monster. So if the targeted monster gets booked, then this card can't destroy it and you don't get to draw, because you need to be able to destroy the monster to draw a card. It's very good, but at the same time, a clever player who has a lot of resources, because generally when you simplify the game state, this card puts in a lot of work, because Tenki's going to sit there and they're like, oh no, I've got Tenki, what am I going to do? Oh, Ragna 0, oh my god. Yeah, Ragna 0 is going to completely kill them. I think that is what makes Ragna 0 really good, because you can literally softlock the game state and they can't do anything, and because priority is now gone, they can't just go bear, activate priority, send Tenki, blow up, and then you can't Ragna 0. Ragna 0 basically summon bear, you Ragna 0, you draw. So you destroy their monster, you draw a card. You can net so much advantage. You can +3 off this card and you can soft lock the game down. This card is going to single-handedly win against Fire Fist, because as I was talking about in my previous video, pseudo advantage in Fire Fist basically means that you can destroy particular cards on their field, and you can +1 off the fact that you destroy their monster. But because they have stuff like Tensen and Tensu and Tenki, which well, I guess Tensu does something, but the other two don't really do anything unless you have a monster on the field. If you can destroy their enabler, then you literally +4, right, just straight up, because they can't do anything. There's nothing they can do with those cards on the field, so they're just sitting there, and then you destroy with Ragna 0 and you literally lock the game down. They can't do anything, they scoop, you know. So that is why I think Ragna 0 is very good. However, it's coming out in Primal Origins, and Primal Origins is going to be coming out in the next format, and whether or not Fire Fist, Bujins will be left alone, because Bujins is going to get more support in Primal Origins and break the deck completely wide open. Noble Knights, Fire Fist are all going to be good this format, but whether or not they're going to keep their streak going until the next format where Primal Origins comes out, it will determine whether or not this card is worth playing. I can ultimately see this card becoming an Ultra or a Secret, because they seem to be making an Exceeds Monster Secret in every single set now. So this could be the Secret Rare card, and I can see it getting quite expensive when it comes out, but that's like May 2014, that's months away, so don't worry about it for now, but keep an eye on it just in case Konami actually brings out the card in English and you get to see what rarity it is. Comment down below what you think about this card, if you think it's going to be meta relevant, if you are looking forward to playing it, if you think it's going to give you an edge over particular decks, all that stuff. Comment down below and I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. And I hope to see you guys in a few days. I'm going to locals, got a busy weekend, and I'll probably see you guys next week. Until next time guys, the Thetcglover is out.